Research indicates over 70% of startups are failing to celebrate their third anniversaries. Reasons for this are varied from lack of solid business models, high operating costs, difficult market conditions, lack of additional funding, lack of proper planning, unrealistic expectations of the founders, economic downturn, and tightening of investment markets. Another reason is increasing taxation for digital businesses. There is the Digital Service Tax, which is part of the Financial Act Amendment for 2021. The law meant that the gross transaction value of digital services would be subject to a 1.5% digital tax. However, that value was doubled to 3% and went into effect in July 2022. There is also the issue of annual corporate tax that is capped at 30% for established businesses. From 2023, the capital gains tax rate will be bumped up from 5% to 15%. All these have been a cause of concern to internet businesses, which is the main channel for many startups in Kenya. That said, here are promising startups that have collapsed or downsized in the recent past. Kyun Foods. Kyun Food was founded by Robin Riecht in 2020. It promised to deliver great food at a cheap price. However, the company shut down in June 2021, barely 2 years after its launch. Despite raising over $1 million, 120 million Kenyan shillings, in pre-seed funding, it collapsed over high operation costs, with over 90 employees losing their jobs. 2. Notify Logistics. Notify Logistics, co-founded by Warren Deritu, announced the closure of its operations in Nairobi on August 30, 2022, citing the high cost of operation. The company, which started 5 years ago, dealt in the shelf renting business to help other small and medium enterprises cost-share rent. 3. WeFarmShop. The agritech company was founded in 2014 by Kenyan. Barely a year after it set up an app dubbed WeFarmShop, it announced its closure. The company's director of growth Sophie Mala said they closed shop due to difficult market conditions. For Sky Garden. In September, Sky Garden founder Martin Mojland sent termination notices to employees over a cash crunch. The firm, which operates like Amazon, was in talks with investors for acquisition. 5 years after launching, Kenyan e-commerce platform Sky Garden may have to stop operations following a failed funding round, the company announced. BRCK. BRCK provided free Wi-Fi in public transport and had funding from Facebook. It's described as an integrated hardware and software company. BRCK was wiped out during the COVID wave. 6. Sendy. Sendys announced the closure of its retail and supplier platform known as Sendy Supply in a move that saw 20% of its workforce axed. The firm attributed the move to a funding drought that had hit Kenyan startups, blaming developed economies for raising the cost of lending. We have paused the Sendy Supply Services, our solution that provides a platform for general retailers to purchase stock at competitive prices from multiple suppliers and manufacturers, said Sendy founder and CEO Mesh Alois. 7. Zumi. Another tech startup, Zumi, an e-commerce platform dealing with non-food commodities, has shut down after funding dried up, adding to the growing list of tech firms that have collapsed in recent months, hurting Kenya's dream of becoming Africa's Silicon Savannah. In a LinkedIn post, the firm's co-founder and CEO William McCarran cited difficulties in fundraising that undermine sustainability, saying that the move will result in at least 150 employees being laid off.